Have you ever felt torn between your ambitions and your faith? Maybe you have big dreams, goals, or career aspirations, but you also want to stay grounded in your spiritual practices. You may feel like there's not enough time to focus on both, or you might worry that striving for success will take you away from your faith. It's a common struggle for many people, trying to find a balance between achieving personal goals and staying true to their beliefs. But what if I told you that Islam provides a beautiful framework that helps you align both your ambitions and your faith in a way that allows you to succeed in both worlds? It's easy to think that in order to achieve success, we need to focus solely on our goals, work hard, and push ourselves to the limit. And while hard work is important, Islam teaches us that success isn't just about what we achieve in this world, but also about how we maintain our connection to Allah and live a life that is pleasing to Him. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, lived his life with a perfect balance between ambition and faith. He worked tirelessly for the betterment of his community and to spread the message of Islam, but he never lost sight of his connection to Allah. His example shows us that it's possible to have big dreams and goals while staying grounded in your faith. So how can we achieve that balance? How can we pursue our ambitions while staying true to our faith? The key is to understand that Islam does not separate the two. In fact, it encourages us to strive for success, but with the intention to please Allah and seek His guidance every step of the way. By aligning our ambitions with our faith, we can create a life that is not only successful in worldly terms, but also spiritually fulfilling. Let's explore how we can balance ambition with faith, taking lessons from the life of the Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, and creating a harmonious path towards success. The first step in balancing your ambitions with your faith is to set clear intentions, niyyah, for everything you do. In Islam, intention is everything. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Actions are judged by intentions, and every person will be rewarded according to what they intended." Sahih Bukhari. This teaches us that the value of our actions is not in the task itself, but in the intention behind it. Whether you're working toward a career goal, spending time with family, or even performing your daily chores, when you align your intentions with the goal of pleasing Allah, everything becomes an opportunity for worship. When you set an intention, you are consciously reminding yourself that the effort you put into whatever you do is not just for personal gain or worldly success, but to fulfill a purpose that aligns with your faith. This shift in perspective makes a huge difference in how you approach your daily tasks. Instead of seeing your work or ambitions as separate from your spiritual life, you start to view them as interconnected. For example, if you're working to provide for your family, you do so with the intention of fulfilling your responsibilities in the way Allah has commanded. If you're pursuing knowledge, your intention could be to benefit others and seek Allah's pleasure. Aligning your intentions with your faith helps prevent the feeling of being overwhelmed or disconnected. It gives your daily activities deeper meaning and ensures that your goals, no matter how big or small, are rooted in something far greater than personal achievement. You start to see the bigger picture, that every action, no matter how simple, can be part of your journey toward Allah's pleasure. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, demonstrated this perfectly. His actions, even in the midst of leading a busy life, were always done with the intention to please Allah, and that intention guided him to balance his personal, social, and spiritual duties. When we focus on our intentions, we are not only working towards worldly success, but we are also cultivating spiritual growth. Every action, no matter how mundane, becomes a step towards spiritual fulfillment. So the first thing you can do to balance your ambitions and your faith is to take a moment each day to set a clear, sincere intention for whatever you plan to do, and seek Allah's help in making it beneficial for you and for those around you. Once you set your intention, the next key is consistency. In Islam, we are taught that consistency is far more valuable than sporadic, large efforts. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "The most beloved deeds to Allah are those that are done regularly, even if they are small." Sahih Bukhari. This emphasizes that success isn't necessarily about grand, once-in-a-lifetime achievements, but about consistently doing the right things day after day. The beauty of consistency is that it builds momentum and creates habits that can help us maintain balance between ambition and faith. In today's world, we're often taught to go after the big wins, to do everything at once, and to chase after instant results. But this can lead to burnout and frustration. Instead, Islam teaches us that lasting change and true success come from small, consistent efforts. For example, instead of overwhelming yourself with the idea of achieving a huge milestone, focus on taking small, steady steps every day. Whether it's a little more effort at work, a bit more time spent in prayer, or simply being kind to those around you, these small actions compound over time, leading to big results. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, lived by this principle. He was consistent in his worship, his work, and his relationships. Even when he faced hardships, he didn't abandon his practices. His consistency in performing the 5 daily prayers, his regular acts of kindness, and his focus on personal growth all contributed to his success. It's not about doing everything perfectly. It's about making consistent, sincere efforts that add up over time. When you begin to integrate consistency into your life, you'll notice that things begin to flow more smoothly. You'll find that you don't need to push yourself to extremes to make progress. Instead, by doing a little bit every day, you build a routine that brings you closer to your goals while maintaining a deep connection with Allah. Consistency allows you to stay grounded, even when life gets busy or challenges arise. It becomes a powerful way to achieve success without losing sight of what truly matters: your faith, your intentions, and your relationship with Allah. As you continue to practice consistency, another key to balancing ambition with faith is patience. Sabr. Life is full of challenges, setbacks, and delays, and it's easy to get discouraged when things don't go as planned or when progress feels slow. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, faced countless difficulties and obstacles, yet he remained steadfast and patient, trusting in Allah's plan. He taught us that true success is not measured by how quickly we achieve our goals, but by how we persevere through adversity with patience and faith in Allah's wisdom. Patience isn't just about waiting for things to happen. It's about remaining persistent and composed, even when the road gets tough. The Quran tells us, "So be patient. Indeed, the promise of Allah is truth." Quran 30:60. This verse serves as a reminder that, while we may face hardships, they are not permanent and relief will come. Patience helps us navigate through these tough times, knowing that every challenge is an opportunity for growth and a step closer to Allah. In our fast-paced world, we often want quick results. We set high expectations for ourselves and expect immediate success. But the reality is that things take time, and the journey to success requires endurance. Practicing patience allows us to embrace the process, trusting that each small step forward is part of Allah's perfect plan for us. The Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, often reminded his companions that the reward for patience is greater than the struggle itself. By remaining patient, we align ourselves with Allah's will and show that our faith is unwavering, no matter the challenges. When we practice patience, we also learn to manage our expectations. We realize that setbacks are part of the journey, and instead of feeling discouraged, we see them as moments of reflection and growth. Patience isn't just about waiting. It's about continuing to strive and stay focused on our goals, even when things aren't moving as quickly as we want. It's about trusting that Allah has a perfect plan for us and that, in His timing, everything will come together. Patience strengthens our resolve, helping us stay focused on our goals while maintaining a strong connection with Allah. Through patience, we learn that true success isn't just about reaching a destination, but about the character and faith we build along the way.